problems encountered with the measurements from human beings. The first one is the inaccessibility of variables for measurement. So the greatest problem is that uh, we can't measure the variables directly. For example, as, suppose we want to measure the brain activity. So for that, we can't place transducers directly into the brain. Sometimes the size of um, the transducer also becomes a hurdle for taking measurements. The second one is the variability of data. So the biomedical signals we can say is not deterministic in nature. Only few measured quantity in the biomedical system is deterministic in nature. So in we can say that in measurement taken under a fixed set of condition at one time will not necessarily be the same as similar measurements made under same conditions at another time, and even the variability from one subject to another is even greater. The third one uh, is the lack of knowledge about interrelationships. Human body is a very complex structure, and uh, one uh, one organ is connected with multiple number of organs. So the internet relationship is often not known. Therefore, physiological measurements with large tolerances are often accepted by the physician because of a lack of this knowledge and the resultant inability to control variations. Better understanding of physiological relationship would also permit more effective use of indirect measurement as substitutes for inaccessible measures and would aid engineers or technicians in their job of coupling the instrumentation to the physiological system. The fourth one is the interaction of the physiological system. Because of the large number of feedback loops involved in major physiological system, a severe degree of interaction exists both within a given system and among the major systems. The result is that simulation of one part of a given system generally affects all other parts of that system. Next is the effect of transducer on measurement. So almost any kind of measurement is affected in one way by the presence of the measuring transducer. The next one is the artifact. In medicine and biology, the term artifact referred to any component of a signal that is extraneous to the variable represented by the signal. Thus, random noise generated within the measuring instrument, electrical interference including 60 Hz pickup, crosstalk, and all other unwanted variation in the signal are considered artifacts. A major source of artifact in measuring of a living system is the movement of the subject, which in turn results in movement of the measuring device. Seventh point is the energy limitations. Many physiological measurement techniques require that a certain amount of energy be applied to the living system in order to obtain a measurement. For example, resistance measurement requires the flow of electric current through tissue or blood being measured. Some transducers generate a small amount of it due to current flow. In some cases, this energy level is so low that its effect is insignificant. However, in dealing with living cells, care must be continually be taken to avoid the possibility of energy concentration that might damage the cells or affect the measurements.